Sarimanokeagle Travel Vlog.
Hey subscribers, Ethan here, and guess what I have with me? I have a friend right here next to me.
Hi, I'm Silas. I'm Ethan's friend. We're driving back home from a very fun place. It's a good state, and my friend's going to tell you more about it.
But I'll tell you though, you guys never expected that what I was doing, and MC even got off guard too. So I managed to travel towards to South Dakota, and me and my friend wanted to give you our thoughts about what we just traveled to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so maybe what I can probably first talk about is that state park that we went to the first after we rented a car, of course, and traveled to a couple of states through. We would travel to that one state park that starts with a P.
Palisades State Park.
Yeah,
yep.
Palisades Park. And, well, my thoughts about that state park we went to, obviously I should put down some clips of it in the short sometime. You guys can see what it looks. But, I'll say though, I mean, some parts of it is interesting, I will say. It is interesting. But I think I basically almost seeing like what it's like around where we're at, basically. And what would you think of it?
Palisades State Park. It's very nice. The only downside is it's really small.
It is.
And the geographical, formations and all there are really cool. So if you're in the area, it's cool to see. I wouldn't recommend driving like super far to see it if that's the only thing you're going to see in South Dakota, though. But it's nice for what it is, though.
Yep, for sure. And that would be like basically what I'm trying to put in my end. He's not like I'm the one favorite, to be honest with you guys. That's all I can put it, to put it lightly. I mean, other than that, it's not bad. It's not bad state park. But yeah. And afterwards, we did travel towards to let's see, we traveled there and we went to Sioux Falls, which is actually the place that we both stayed at. And of course, I will put in some clips again what the hotel looks like, just where we stayed at. But I'll say though, this is not a best hotel, but it's good. It's better than the one that I stayed at in Kentucky, just to put it lightly. But they do provide breakfast and all, and I mean, Sioux Falls, I will probably have to not to say much, but all I can say is Sioux Falls has some good parts, has some okayish parts. Yeah, and also we went to a restaurant that was actually really good. But the food I had, I don't want to be rude about it, but it was kind of dry, to be honest with you. It was dry when I ate it. I don't know. I just wish there was all the best sauce I could put in, but there are decent waitress. There are decent people in there, I'll say. Roots of Brazil.
My food was pretty good. I think maybe Ethan just got a bad batch or something, or maybe it's not really his taste. My food was good.
Yeah, I just wish that, I mean, the first time I thought it was good, but then after I ate more and more, I'm just like, man, I didn't get the good one. It was too dry for me to eat.
It's all good.
But I'll tell you one thing, guys, just to warn you, if you want to go to Sioux Falls, just be on your guard. There may be some not stop signs there, and some parts of it is like, if you stop right in that one area, and then there's other cars that come, that just means they don't have any go right away. You just have to wait
Yeah.
until other people are gonna turn or go straight, whatever. So I would be on your guard on that one. And there's even the parking over there is just, it's kind of tricky to get around though. It was pretty tricky, I will say.
If you want free parking on the weekends, you go to, I think it's called Charapa Place Parking or whatever. It's for the plaza there. It's free parking on the weekend, and I think on Friday it's free parking, but I think it starts at 6 or 5 p.m., one of the two. So I would go there if you want free parking.
Yup, and yeah, at least you can have the free parking over there, which is nice. I like that, but I mean, like I said, there's even one more place we checked out afterwards, after that restaurant. I mean, there was a Brazilian steakhouse place I would be interested in checking out, but unfortunately, we both didn't have much time, so we didn't get around to it. We did go check out afterwards, right around the end of the day on the first day we went there. We checked out Falls Park. This is my reaction. OMG. I'm just speechless. I am very speechless about how it looked. I guess Sioux Falls has an interesting waterfall at the least. I am just speechless how good it looked. I'll just put it at.
I like Sioux Falls a lot. It's cool. It's in the middle of the city, which is, it's kind of strange in a way, but all the city used to be just like forest, so it's interesting to see. And they got some abandoned buildings that you can buy it that they preserve, sort of ish, that you can look at if you're interested in that. Pretty fun.
Yeah, and reason why I say I'm speechless, well, there are some parts of the Falls Park was like you get to go walk towards where the water and the rocks are, especially the falls, and you get to walk around the bridge area. And like my friend said here, he said there's abandoned buildings over there, so you guys can just check that out if you can. But and there's even like best photos to take pictures or do the videos and all that. If you guys are wondering, is this the place that I recommend to go check out? Well, yes, for sure, but just don't make it as like your only trip, because otherwise it's not worth just doing at least one trip towards it. But if unless you go to like other places than that, then yes, I recommend go check that out. It's a nice waterfall I've been to, and I'll say it's really good right next to Little River Falls, really. But I'll say that's actually like one of my favorite waterfalls around here. So, and I'm surprised that Sioux Falls anyone has this, and I'm surprised that not around me has talked about it. So this is how speechless I was, guys. Seriously. but no worries. I will put up some pictures and all that in there so you guys can take a look at it when you have the chance.
Yeah, I would recommend if you're in Sioux Falls, go to the Falls, I think it's called Falls Park.
Yep.
See that waterfall, and go to Palisades State Park. It's only like 20 minutes away, I'd say. I think it was like around that time.
Yeah.
You guys will like that.
Yep, for sure. And yeah, after that, oh yes, so maybe one more thing. Go there during the nighttime. It's actually pretty interesting at least, but during the daytime I saw some videos. Yeah, it's cool. Other than that, the rest, that was the first day we went. So I say the first day, it was interesting. It was. But now I can talk about the next day. The next day, which is the full day we went to South Dakota, which which I took over and drove all the way to our town towards to other side of South Dakota. Okay, so before I express those thoughts, I will definitely just put out some video right here that you guys have to see some views. And surprisingly, you guys get to see buffaloes, or what you call bisons. Oh man, I was not expecting it over there. So, alright. Okay, further ado, I will just let you guys look at these driving views. So, there you go.
Yeah, so you guys will, I would say that's the highlight of South Dakota, but they had other state parks there. The ones that we went to see Mount Rushmore and the Badlands. The Badlands seemed to be the most popular one, I think. They also had Custer State Park, they had Black Hills Forest, and they did have a trail, I think, in Mount Rushmore that you can see, but we didn't have time to see it. But Badlands, definitely worth seeing. It's an hour away from Rushmore, and it's back to Sioux Falls if you have like a hotel in Sioux Falls, which that's where we stayed, in Sioux Falls. So Badlands, definitely awesome. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's a lot of big hills and rocks, and sort of like canyons, but it's not exactly canyons. It's like combined with dirt and rocks. I don't know what you call them.
Yeah.
But also the Dakota Indians used to be there. They came out back in the 1800s, probably before that too. So it's really interesting. I think they do also have a Dakota or some sort of Native American reservation around those parts too. And it's also a great drive. You know, you get to see lots of cool places, especially in the Mount Rushmore area. So definitely recommend checking those out.
Yes, and of course, after I show the videos, I will tell you my thoughts about what I drove through South Dakota. Okay, so when you travel like right around in the east side of South Dakota, yeah, of course you're gonna get some Midwest vibes in there. Yes, that's part typical because it is a Midwest state, they say. But to me, I would describe it. It's basically like South Dakota's like half Midwest, half West in some aspects of it. Because when you travel like towards the middle of South Dakota, of course you're gonna get a time zone change to mountain time zone. So basically it means that if you're in the central time zone, which is where you guys live, like around those states like what you call Wisconsin, Illinois, or Minnesota, those time zones I'm talking about. But if you go towards, I would say after the middle of South Dakota maybe, then the time zone will change, just a heads up. That just means that it'll be like 1 hour backwards instead of forward, so just a heads up on that.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'll say though, when you travel, after you travel in the east area of South Dakota, now, let me tell you this. You'll see, when you travel in the middle of it, you get to see hills, green hills with the trees, and like my expression, I was like, what is going on here? I guess South Dakota really doesn't want to disappoint us. that's just my expression. But yeah, so it's pretty interesting when you go like towards the middle of South Dakota. That's when it gets a lot interesting. Especially you'll see that one video I just put out was the one with the bridge, with the river. OMG. I was not expecting it feels like a mountain area. What in the world? Of course it doesn't have like rock mountains. It's just hilly areas. And I just thought that was interesting. Especially you get to see like cows and horses. But if you're wondering, where do you see those bisons? Or buffaloes, you should say. Buffaloes, I think you're probably able to see them if you're like mostly on the west side of the South Dakota. Not in the middle, because they usually don't come around there. So, yeah, if that's you guys are wondering. But I personally think if you go on the west side of the South Dakota. Now, that's where it gets lots interesting. Really interesting. Because you get to see like some mountains there, bigger hills, and I don't know how to describe it. It's really nice drive there.
Also, another thing I forgot to mention, if you go to Mount Rushmore, I would check the weather because it does get foggy and then it kind of ruins your chance for a photo opportunity. So just to let you guys know that.
And there's a lot of tourists over there too, and there's a parking garage. Just to let you know, if you want to like just get in and park, just a heads up, you might have to pay $10 a fee to park there. So just a heads up. I don't know about
that was really long. They said the storage is full.
Hey guys, sorry about that. That video that you guys saw in the South Dakota vlog video, unfortunately, it got cut off. So now I have to do is do a little bit of separate recording just to make up for what we're talking about. And so I will say today is probably almost the last day of June as is recording, but it's probably been since a couple months ago that I went to South Dakota with my friend, of course. So to put it simple, we were about to just talk about the Badlands and that one restaurant we went to, and on our way back to the hotel. But other than that, I probably just won't go over too much because I just wanted to show you guys that a few highlights I should say, that I sent out while we're in South Dakota. So alright, I'll let you guys have it and take a look. that's all the highlights of we went to South Dakota. So, what you think? It's pretty interesting for the least, but now I will definitely say the overall the trip we went to for a weekend, it was fun. It was really fun, but yeah. So I figured I just want to do a little bit of the makeup for the whole video to finish off. So other than that, hopefully we will do another vlog trips together again, and Mom with MC or JR, depends who really. But other than that, that's all I gotta tell you. Alright, this is Ethan signing out. You have a all nice gaming day. See you.